Hi, welcome back to another video. As of recently, I've been reading Shadowhunter novels and I just finished the Dark Artifices trilogy. So I just finished Queen of Air and Darkness, but there's two other books, Lady Midnight and Lord of Shadows. I was wondering, or I was hoping, they should make a TV show about this series. I know they have one about the original series, which I'm watching right now. So I am going to give my individual review of each book in this trilogy now. So starting off with Lady Midnight, the first of the Dark Artifices. This has a little over 600 pages. It was pretty interesting to see the Blackthorns and Emma and to see the family dynamic and to see like more about them. My favorite character in the book is Mark because he has a lot of relearning to do. It was funny when they were trying to enter the lottery and Julian, I think he said his name was John something. Mark was like, oh, who's John? But luckily Christina stomped on his foot, which was super funny. I was super shocked that Malcolm actually killed Emma's parents and that he was the one behind the lottery. And he was like the family friend and he was helping them out, so it kind of shocked me. I really like Kieran and Mark together. It was really nice to know that Kieran took care of Mark while he was in the hunt, but it was awful, like the fact that he wanted Mark back like in the hunt and they ended up whipping Julian and Emma. I find it so cute how Julian and Emma are Batai, I think that's how you say it. I just found it really sad at the ending how she was getting with Mark. When I heard that Malcolm had Octavian, my heart dropped. I was just like, no, because like they needed Blackthorn blood. It's awful that Johnny Rook died, but also I think because Kit is Christopher Herondale, I think we're gonna hear more about Jace because he's also a Herondale and maybe we'll know more about Kit. And lastly, I think Annabelle is gonna be introduced into book 2 a lot more because when Malcolm died, I forget, they said something about Annabelle like moving or like an eye twitched or something. Moving on to Lord of Shadows, I'm very shocked at the ending where Annabelle killed Livy. I was like, no, but I kind of have a feeling that Kit and Ty will become Parabatai. I like Kit and Ty as detectives together. Robert Lightwood being dead kind of backfired Julian and Emma's plan. Annabelle killing Robert Lightwood was a shock to me as well. I'm kind of puzzled because I thought their plan would work. I thought that in the end Annabelle would hand over like the book. I found Zara and the rest of the Centurions who like are in her little circle to be really annoying. Just like the fact that Zara lied about killing Malcolm and she wants to take over the Institute with her dad. I like how we learned a lot more about Diana. It was very cute how Gwyn accepted her, and I liked the adventure in Fairy, like Julian, Emma, Christina, Kieran, and Mark went through. I like Christina, Mark, and Kieran together. I think they're like a good group. I hope that Magnus and the other warlocks are okay. At the end we like find out that all the warlocks are ill. It's really cute to hear that Magnus and Alec have 2 kids, Max and Raphael. So this is Queen of Air and Darkness. I bought it and it's a hardcover, and inside it has this surprise, which is super cool. It's like a poster. In this book, we learned that Annabelle is the Queen of Air and Darkness as she goes by. I was so happy that the Parabatai bond got erased between Julian and Emma. It was cool to see that happen because that was like their biggest issue. And it was cool how even like in her last moments, Julian and Emma stayed together, and it was pretty shocking to see them become like huge giants. I'm glad that Julian was able to kill Annabelle in the other dimension or other world because Annabelle killed his sister Livy. I was disappointed that Ty didn't really care about Kit because Kit always followed him around, and Kit was even there when Ty performed the ritual to try and bring back Livy. I also feel like we could see another series possibly because Kit is now with Tessa and Jem and their kid on the way, or we could just see like this series continuing because Jace from the other realm comes back at the end and he wants Clary, so maybe the queen will exchange Clary for her son. I did like how at the end we saw everybody have sort of like a happy ending, how Magnus and Alec got married, Isabel and Simon are engaged, and how Clary and Jace are engaged as well. And yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts about Queen of Air and Darkness, and with that being said, I will see you in another video.